Have you ever noticed how some people always look elegant and expensive, no matter what they wear? It's easy to assume their wardrobe must be full of designer brands and luxury pieces, but the truth is, looking refined has very little to do with how much money you spend. Most of the time, it comes down to simple styling choices, good proportions, and a few timeless principles. Once you understand these small details, even the most affordable pieces can start to look polished, elevated, and incredibly chic. In this video, I'll show you how to build outfits that feel elegant and expensive no matter what your budget is. Because great style isn't about spending more, it's about choosing better. Number 1, fabric changes everything. The first difference between a stylish outfit and one that looks cheap isn't what most people think. It's not the brand, and it's not the price tag, it's the fabric. When we look at a piece of clothing, our eyes don't notice the design first. They notice the texture of the fabric, how it reflects light, how it drapes, and how it moves. For example, a thin, slightly shiny polyester blouse often sends a very clear signal to the eye: fast fashion. Fabrics like this tend to reflect light in a very artificial way, and the surface often has a slightly plastic-like feel. But when you see a matte cotton shirt or a fluid linen fabric, the feeling is completely different. It looks more natural, more refined, and often much more expensive. That's why certain fabrics tend to look more refined in a wardrobe, especially natural ones like cotton, linen, wool, and silk. When you're shopping, try not to focus only on the design of the piece. Take a moment to look at the fabric label first. If it says 100% polyester, it might be worth thinking twice. But if you see natural fibers like cotton or linen, you're usually starting in the right place. Because sometimes the secret to looking stylish isn't the brand, it's the fabric. If you don't want to miss the surprise details coming next, subscribing is an investment in yourself. Number 2, color palette. Now let's talk about color, because the colors you choose play a much bigger role than you might think in how polished and elegant an outfit looks. Think about it for a moment. When you look at people who always seem stylish, you rarely see very loud or overwhelming colors. Instead, you usually notice softer tones, balanced shades, and colors that naturally work well together. For example, cream, camel, white, soft gray, olive green, navy, and black. On their own, these colors might not seem luxurious, but when you use them together, the whole look suddenly feels more balanced, more intentional, and more refined. Because outfits that look truly stylish usually aren't random. They follow a simple color story, and the eye notices that harmony immediately. When there are too many different colors in one outfit, the look starts to feel messy and the pieces compete with each other. But when you keep it to just 2 or 3 tones that work well together, the outfit instantly looks more polished, more refined, and much more elegant. Number 3, fit. Now we come to one of the most important points: fit. A $1,000 suit that doesn't fit you properly will almost always look worse than a $50 shirt that fits well. Really. And this is where most people make a mistake. They buy clothes from the store and wear them exactly as they are, but a small touch from a tailor can change everything. Shortening the hem of your trousers, taking a jacket in slightly, or adjusting a shirt so it fits your body better, none of these things are very expensive, but the result makes a huge difference, because your clothes should look like they were made for you. Number 4, accessories. This is one of the places where people make the most mistakes. A lot of people think that more accessories mean more style, but the truth is the opposite. More accessories usually just mean more noise. If you look at outfits that feel truly elegant and expensive, you'll notice something very simple. The accessories are minimal. Number 5, shoes and bags. And shoes matter too. The wrong pair can ruin an entire outfit, but a clean loafer, a minimal sneaker, or a simple boot can bring the whole look together. On the other hand, worn out or dirty shoes pull all the attention down. The same rule applies to bags. It's not about the logo, it's about the shape. The same rule applies to bags. It's not about the logo, it's about the shape. A bag that keeps its structure with minimal hardware and clean lines almost always looks more elegant. Bags covered in logos often work against the outfit instead of supporting it. A bag should support the look, not compete with it. Number 6, posture and overall presence. There's also something you simply can't buy with money: posture. The way you carry yourself can completely change how your clothes look on you. Standing a little taller and keeping your shoulders relaxed but back can make even the simplest outfit look more confident and put together. The same goes for grooming. Your hair, your skin, and your overall care are some of the first things people notice. Because style isn't just about the clothes, it's about your overall presence, the way you carry yourself, the way you move, and the impression you create when you walk into a room. Number 7, minimal wardrobe. A lot of people have full closets, but still feel like they have nothing to wear. And that's usually because their wardrobes are filled with impulse buys, old trends, and pieces that don't really work together. But a smaller, more thoughtful wardrobe almost always looks more stylish. Think of a few key pieces: a white shirt, a well-cut blazer, dark denim, a neutral sweater. Minimalism isn't boring, it's intentional. And when your style feels intentional, it almost always looks more expensive. Remember this: looking stylish isn't about how much money you spend, it's about how you think. It comes down to things like fabric, fit, simplicity, and how well you take care of what you wear. Before you go out and buy something new, take a moment to look at your closet again. You might realize you don't actually need more clothes, just a different way of seeing what you already have. Because style isn't about your budget, it's about your perspective.